So, Sahara version 2.5 is finally live. There is so much to unpack there. I can go hours talking about it.
The idea that Sahara 2.5 is live is pretty interesting. But let it speak for itself.
Okay. I think that's a very good idea.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is to make a call. I'll be a customer asking for furtherance in my loan repayments, and we see how that works.
That sounds interesting. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, let me make that call.
Good day. I hope say you dey fine. How I fit help you today?
Yes, so abeg, I wan move my repayment date. Salary never enter and I no get money for hands now. I fit move my repayments to Friday.
No wahala at all. I understand say salary never enter and you wan shift your repayments. Your payment suppose be due tomorrow, abi? I fit help you check if we fit move am to Friday for you. Make I check am.
Abeg, help me move and go Friday.
Okay, no problem at all. I hear you say make we move am go Friday. Make I quickly check that for you now. Just give me small time.
So that's it. A very interesting call. At the point, the model said no wahala.
Yeah, pretty interesting. What I found most interesting about that call was you spoke in a language you were most comfortable in.
Yeah.
You spoke Pidgin, mixed it with English, and yet the model understood what you said perfectly.
Yeah, very, very cool.
That's the core of Sahara version 2.5. We train new models for bilingual code switching between an African language and English or French. An example of such combination is Yoruba and English, Zulu and English, Swahili and English, Wolof and French, and across 14 other African languages.
And very importantly, the language tones don't have to be done politely.
Yes, which is very interesting. You can have multiple switches in a single sentence. You can have a single switch in a single sentence. Underneath that conversation is something I've spent a lot of time working on, which is code switching speech recognition. A multilingual model can understand Yoruba and English. The other part is
when I refuse to choose.
But in Sahara version 2.5, you select the language pair you are expecting and the model works seamlessly. Let's strip away the voice agent for a bit and focus on the speech recognition model.
I'll start easy.
If I check account balance, I want to pay my school fees tomorrow.
Pretty clean, isn't it?
Well, that's one short sentence.
Yeah, so you're about to make it unnecessarily more difficult, right?
Trust me to do that. It's a transaction from London. I sent 50,000 naira to a customer. When they deduct me, but the money did not reflect in the customer's account. I don't want to do a double transaction. Let me check it. Did the transaction fail or is it still pending? I'll be sure my bank may reverse over. Let me check it, job.
That was a much more difficult scenario.
And much more realistic.
And if I'm not mistaken, you had about 7 to 8 switches?
Something like that. But here's the most interesting thing about that conversation. They had took note of every important detail in that conversation, from the amount that was spent, me being debited, the customer not receiving the money, and the fear of overpaying or paying twice.
That's interesting, because a transcript can be mostly correct but end up being useless because a phrase in a different language was called to the problem and it was missed.
Exactly.
Now, obviously, Yoruba is not the only language in the African continent.
Not even close. And for Rwanda, Sahara version 2.5 now supports our first trilingual model.
Kenya, Rwanda,
French,
and English.
Now we have a model that can handle all 3 languages in one conversation.
System is everything. Hata Biblia inasema misingi ikiharibika mwenye haki atafanya nini? So system ni kama foundation inayoshikilia nchi fulani. Sasa tukizungumzia labda Africa, kwa nini iko hivi ambavyo ipo? First of all, unaweza kusema ni mazoea. System imejengeka kwa miaka mingapi? Rais anayekuja madarakani sasa hivi anaingia kwenye system ambayo imekuwa miaka.
So you can listen.
Now let's make it talk. Sahara version 2.5 now supports 13 African languages with code switching support and also supports 20 English accents. Now you don't need to have those generic American or British accents when a switch occurs in a sentence.
And it's one of those things that you do not really notice until you see it done badly.
Exactly.
Ekabo Amina, your transfer was successful. Owó náà ti wọlé. You should receive a confirmation message shortly.
Wow, that English switch was what I loved the most about that. And the voice wasn't robotic. It wasn't like, that transfer was successful.
Please, let's never ship that.
Okay, noted.
Now let's move east.
Sure.
Habari Amina, your appointment is confirmed for Kesho Asubuhi. Tafadhali arrive 10 minutes early.
Wow, now imagine that in a hospital reminder.
Or a bank.
Call center.
Or a WhatsApp bot.
An agricultural advisory line.
See, the goal is not just to get the model to recognize what you're saying, but you'll also be able to speak back to you in a language you're comfortable in.
Okay, we have the ears.
ASR.
We have the voice.
TTS.
Let's add the brain.
This is our new voice question answering experience. Sahara allows you to speak in a language you're most comfortable in. The model transcribes it, the LLM reasons over it, and responds in the voice.
And because you are doing this live,
I'm sure you're going to break it.
Obviously.
Abeg, I need your help with something. I borrowed loan of 100,000 naira with interest rate of 10%. I don't know how much I dey pay back, and show me how to take calculate how much I go pay back. Thank you.
No wahala. If you borrow 10,000 and the interest rate na 10%, you go pay back 10,000 plus the interest.
To calculate them, interest equals interest rate /100 times amount where you borrow interest equals 10/100 times 10,000 equals 1,000. So total amount where you go pay back now, 10,000 where you borrow plus 1,000 interest equals 11,000. So you go pay back 11,000. To calculate them for any amount, 1, divide the interest rate by 102, multiply them by the amount where you borrow 3. Add the answer to the amount where you borrow. If you need more help, abeg let me know.
And that's Sahara version 2.5 in one interaction.
Mixed language speech just comes in,
Sahara recognizes it.
and the model understands what was said.
Sahara speaks back the answer.
Wow. Underneath all this demo is a pretty simple idea. You shouldn't have to change how you speak because you're talking to a machine.
A customer shouldn't have to restart a sentence because they spoke Yoruba. A patient don't have to lose part of their story because they mixed in Swahili.
Businesses should not have to pretend their customers speak perfect monolingual English.
Because they don't.
We don't.
You definitely don't.
He also does not. Language mixing is normal. Technology should handle normal conversations.
So that's Sahara version 2.5.
A bilingual model that can handle English or French code mixing with 12 African languages.
Our first Kenya-Rwanda English-French trilingual model.
Voice AI built for the way Africans mix languages.